Hey, everybody in Peru.
Hi.
Please watch Monarch, Legacy of Monsters Season 2 on Apple TV.
February 27th.
Hi, hello, my name is Jasmine. Welcome to La Estación. We are from Peru. First of all, congratulations for the release of this new season of Monarch, Legacy of Monsters.
Thank you.
Marie, and others for being here to talk about this exciting new chapter.
Thank you.
Hey.
Okay, for both, how will your characters grow or change in this season 2 compared to what we saw in the first season?
I think my character is challenged in a way. She's had a tough life, but I think she's challenged in a whole new way, being thrown 59 years into the future. So I think the good news is that fundamentally she's a person who is optimistic and tries to be useful and do her best. And so we see her try to get back there, I think, this season.
Yeah. I think season 1, I'm trying to uncover the truth and make these discoveries, and then the discoveries are made. And now season 2, the back in the day timeline, is just kind of almost like an episode or a prequel of these guys and their adventures before the modern day timeline. And it's kind of like we're just like operating out in the world, and we're looking for what's next. You know, now that we know what's possible, we're trying to see what's out there. Mm-hmm. What is the limit of all this kind of magic that we've discovered?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mari, Dr. Keiko Miura is deeply committed to science, but she's also facing very real dangers. How did you approach showing both also her intelligence and her emotional sides in this season?
This season, I think as long as there's a mission, she can focus on that, because there's so much to grieve and so much to be heartbroken over. So I think she clings to the science as sort of like a lifeboat in a world she doesn't really know. And in the little moments that, you know, it keeps hitting her, like the losses that she's endured. At every turn, she's reminded. So every time she has to like overcome that and like get back to the mission, like the task at hand. And it's an emotional roller coaster for sure.
Okay, Anders, this season gives us more insight into young Bill Randa and his connection to Monarch. What new layers of his personality do we get to see, and how did you prepare for that?
Yeah, I think what you see in season 2 is the infectious excitement that Bill has in season 1 actually becomes his flaw in season 2. It's what takes him out of his relationship with Keiko for a moment, and that leaves the relationship susceptible. And I think it's one of the big regrets that causes him to double down on his truth-seeking and his passion, which is finding out what's out there, because, you know, he gets a little heartbroken.
Yeah. Finally, the show combines big action scenes with very personal, emotional moments. How do you stay connected to your characters' emotions while working in such a large-scale science fiction world?
I think what's interesting is that it's so human. Even though it's like sci-fi, it's such a human show with like real people problems. Like, you know, you're in love, you're heartbroken, like your like family's falling apart. Like, what do you do? So, I think I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's such a human story that all of us can relate to, which is like an amazing entry point as an actor. And you start from there and you keep digging. And what I find interesting is that the more you ground yourself in the reality of these characters, it gives the fantasy so much more meaning and heightens the stakes. So it's sort of, it feeds each other, which I find is super interesting and I enjoy.
Okay. Please invite us to Peru. Say hi to watch Monarch this second season of Legacy of Monsters. Please.
Okay.
Hey, everybody in Peru.
Hi.
Please watch Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2 on Apple TV.
February 27th.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Maria
so
Andres.
much.
Thank
Thank
Bye.
you.